Peace, peace. So, what is it about the scarf, bro? Why you wear the scarf all the time, bro? So, a little story time. So back in 2020, during like the Clubhouse era, um, I was in a really powerful build on Clubhouse with a group called Graba Gang, and it was a lot of people from all different types of faiths coming together and saying the same thing. Super powerful, something that I really would have kind of hoped and dreamed for, but never thought would happen. So much truth, revelation, confirmation, affirmation, power, telepathy training. Just, it was a powerful, powerful build. For anybody that was around knows what the energy was. I've met a lot of these people now, maybe about 20 some people from Clubhouse in real life. I then traveled to other countries with people. It was powerful. But one of the things in the midst of that I felt was God told me to cover my head. Cover my head. There was one point that I just had to get off the app and I went into a fast then just to integrate everything that I was seeing and feeling. I couldn't just sit up there and just listen to talk. I had to come off and just put some of it to work and to transform and integrate my life from that point. And one time God was just like, cover your head. It was a season where he was just like, cover your head. So I started like using this scarf. This was just a scarf that I had, put it over my head and covered it. And I did that for a while. Um, there's an interruption to the video. I'm here doing this temp work at this retirement community. And one of the women that was working here, she was an older woman, and she was what I perceived as rude to me when she came in, kind of abrupt or abrasive. And she came through the door. I don't think she saw me over here sitting down just recording. Thought she was like an interruption to my video, but she was kind of crying, and I heard her saying, I can't do this anymore. I can't do this. And I was like, and it sounded like she looked like she was about to really break down. So I was like, sweetie, do you need some help? I got up and she snapped it together real quick, and kind of acted like she wasn't in that place. And I went to help her out with a few things. And, it just reminded me of like the feeling that many of us have in this world. Like, we're just doing our best. I don't know what her situation was, but when you care, when you're trying, when you're doing your best, and you find yourself in situations that you seem to not be able to change or alter or affect, it can feel hopeless. You can feel overwhelmed. You can feel like I can't do this anymore. And so getting back to, the scarf after, I felt the need just to cover my head. Now, for a while, I wouldn't let anybody see my head uncovered. It was just like, keep something over it. So this was really it. And what it represents for me now is a mantle passed down from my father. My father went by Brother Billy. At least whenever we were gonna make content for him, is in his last few years, just to help him kind of get out the word, the wisdom, the message that he felt he had for mankind. He felt compelled to get it out, and then we taught him how to use Facebook Live. And he got a ton of videos on live where he's just like prophesying, saying what is coming, what's happening. My dad was a misfit, man. He was interesting. I'm a little more together than him, but not much. But this represents a mantle, I don't go to church, but when I went, I used to take my mother to church. I used to be very faithful in the church prior to that. But I took my mother to church at this place called Newbridge out in Lawrenceville. And I remember they were talking one day about the priesthood, and how the anointing oil would be, as new priests, the new lineage of priests would come into service, they would place the mantle upon the new one that was worn by the former. And when they anointed him, they would pour the oil over their head, and the oil would run down their beard and run onto their mantle. And they said the anointing broke the yoke of bondage over a people that priest was watching over. And so, I think about the call. Like, I don't play with it. I don't play with the name, the title brother, the role of priest, prophet, and king, and this life, this every day, whether we find ourselves not in the place that we want to be. I think that's a foolish thought to think, I'm not where I want to be yet. What are you doing here then? What are you doing with your life in the here and now if you're prolonging your satisfaction for some future destination? We're to find our faith, find our purpose, find our love, joy, appreciation in the here and now, our purpose, our work in the here and now, no matter what we're called to do, because you never know who might need us, who might feel like they can't do this anymore. So that's what the scarf is about.